A Sentra.
Would you consider selling it?
No.
Would you sell it for $150,000? Okay. $250.
$250, sir, your change.
The Nissan Sentra GXE. Because rich guys shouldn't have all the fun.
In a world of sweeping changes, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
Next Saturday, 2 Powers shake up the ACC as Virginia battles Dean Smith's Tar Heels of North Carolina.
I have this dream. I ride 190 horses at once.
There's a hunger inside you, and it won't go away. There's a hunger inside you, growing stronger every day.
Snickers Bar, the official snack food sponsor of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel, Snickers satisfies the hunger inside you.
There's a hunger inside me. There's a hunger inside you.
Today, Tech-Tread Shoe Corporation announced a major retail expansion in 25 U.S. cities.
When I see a company that looks like a good investment, I check it out myself.
We make it easier to follow your own lead.
At Charles Schwab, I can get quotes, financial news, and when I make a trade, commission savings.
Always there to give you just the help you need.
Help yourself at Schwab today.
A day across Europe, Asia, and America. 70,000 of the best people on the ground are working to bring you the best service in the sky.
Delta, we love to fly and it shows.
Where Steve takes me to this very romantic place for a candlelight dinner in his Nissan Pathfinder. We sit at a table for 2 that has this really nice view.
If you're looking for a shampoo that's tough on dandruff, nothing works better than this. Head & Shoulders Intensive Treatment, with the most effective medicine you can buy without a prescription. There's no better treatment than Head & Shoulders Intensive Treatment. We dare you to have dandruff.
It's not easy being a truck.
Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me.
But through it all, Chevy full-size has the best resale value in the business. Chevy trucks.
Like a rock,
The trucks you can depend on. The trucks that last. Now it's easier to own a Chevy truck.
Can you tell me where I can get cash with this?
Go down this way and you make a right.
Cash?
You know, the thing is, with that card, I don't know where. That's the problem.
Looking for cash without MasterCard isn't exactly easy.
And there's a closet store there. Now you go through that closet store, they don't buy.
But with MasterCard, you can get cash just about anywhere at nearly 200,000 bank branches and 60,000 ATMs. So count on MasterCard and master the moment.
Third row.
Genuine draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Ever wonder why your face hurts after you shave? It's simple. When you shave, you lose face, because you strip away the moisture that's there to protect it, and that hurts. But now you can start saving face with new conditioning hydrogel from Allspice. Used every day, it adds moisture and keeps it there to help defend against the assault of shaving, so your face feels and stays that way. So why lose face? Use new conditioning hydrogel and start saving face.
When you're the best, you can take a few knocks.
Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me.
With the best rust protection, Chevy Full Size is America's best-selling truck. Chevy trucks.
Like a rock.
The trucks you can depend on. The trucks that last. Now it's easier to own a Chevy truck.
I have a dream.
His dream was for everyone to be treated the same.
Boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white.
I think his life represented not just the civil rights movement, but humanity as a whole. I think Martin Luther King, through what he stood for, gave a lot of people courage.
Thank God Almighty, we'll see it.
Cold filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
.3M salutes the Olympic athletes who found a better way. Whose ideas were so original, there's no going back. That same innovative thinking helped us invent fiber optic products like FiberLock, a vital link in worldwide communications. 3M, innovation working for you. Freedom. It's the spirit which moves the Cutlass Supreme, a car intelligently engineered to free your eyes, your hands, your senses. Introducing the new Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The look may change, but the spirit remains the same. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering.
The place to be early on Super Sunday is with the NBA on NBC. Detroit, Boston. The Celtics seek revenge against the team that knocked them out of the '91 playoffs. Then, a special look at two of the game's greats that shaped the NBA, the Magic and Bird era, next Sunday on NBC.
It didn't happen in Germany, nor in Japan. It happened right here. An all-new car, born of intelligent engineering. The Oldsmobile 88 Royale. You've seen it, now come drive it. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering.
Now, get 2.9% APR financing for up to 48 months.
After my accident,
They advanced my insurance benefits and built me a ramp and got me back on my feet.
You people really care. It meant a lot to us.
It was the global telecommunications link-up they built. Saved the negotiation.
First time ever, you can catch every punch, every stroke, and every dash of the Olympics. Because now, in addition to NBC coverage, you've got the power to choose between different Olympic events on 3 cable channels. Call 1-800-OLYMPIC for the Olympics triple cast of the '92 Summer Games and catch every moment.
It's it, and that's that.
It's it, and that's that.
Nothing beats it. You want the bar across the street.
Life's a great beer that's less filling. It's everything you want a beer to be.
It's great golf and great fun with the king of comedy himself. Live final round coverage of the Bob Hope Chrysler Classic today on NBC. This is the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by Prudential. Come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
So Terry Porter hits falling down just before the buzzer. He had 16 for the half. Trailblazers by 2. Porter also poured in 3 3-pointers. Bob Costas back in New York along with Quinn Buckner. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I see that Phoenix, for the most part, has got the game where they want it. They can keep it close because what happens in Phoenix is the fans start to get in the game. Should it be this way down the stretch? Chambers playing well with 16, Perry with 10 points. So they're getting the kind of production. You can't forget Marley. He's got 17 points as well.
Now, earlier today on NBC, it was the Bulls coming from behind at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons led by 11 at one time, by 7 in the fourth quarter, but Chicago wins at 87-85. The Bulls have now won 9 in a row. Their overall record is 33-5. If they can sustain it, that's a better than 70-win pace. That would be an NBA record. It's their 7th consecutive win over their one-time nemesis, the Pistons, including, of course, last year's playoff sweep. Michael Jordan had 34. And coming up next, Quinn's visit with Larry Bird as we continue on the Prudential Halftime Report.
Constant change, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential. Rock solid.
Never give up. Never quit.
Adversity and obstacles aren't something to run from. You can do it. You just haven't done it yet.
You need to confront the obstacles in your life, then you can overcome them.
Life is a long race. The only way you're going to be successful is finish your race.
Don't let anything stand in your way. Stay in school. It's your best move.
Okay, Larry Bird is now in his 13th season with the Celtics, and lately those seasons have been difficult owing to both back and heel injuries. He's missed the Celtics' last 8 games, and he won't be in uniform for their game later today against the Spurs. Now, yesterday, Bird sat down with our Quinn Buckner for a wide-ranging interview. And here's the first part of that conversation with Larry Bird.
Bird, a three-pointer. It's gone! Three-point field goal for Larry Bird. 106, 104. He puts them ahead by 2 with 12 seconds to go.
You hurt your back. How does that feel right now?
Well, it's feeling a lot better. I mean, it's like night and day.
you know, once I get leg pain, it's just it's a different life. It's a different person in this body, and it's hard for me to function when that happens. And that's what I was getting when I sit out last time.
When do you think you're going to be ready to play again?
It's hard to say. You know, they're really being cautious with it right now. I don't know. I mean, they haven't told me it's going to be next week or the next week. I haven't even asked them. They asked for my symptoms, and they want to see me go through some exercises, and they want to see me get out there and bump and bang around before I come back and see how it's going to react. But they're very optimistic that I'll be back soon, and when I do come back, I'll be pain-free.
That's a little different take on things than you've had in the past. You've got such a high pain threshold, and one of your attributes has become a bit of a problem. And that's because with that threshold, you don't necessarily tell people when you're hurting. You're going to start doing that.
Well, it was a problem this time because I thought that it would pass eventually. But when I hurt my back in practice one day, I could tell something was wrong, but it took really 2 weeks for it really to set in. Then I quit telling them. I said, hey, I got some pain here, and I think it's just muscle pain. And they rub it out, and it feel better. But once it got to the point where it says, I'm not going no more, and I had to sit out. I mean, there's no way I could have played another game. And once I got the injection and I could sit out for a week, I feel 100% better. But still, there's something in there that needs to heal, and it's going to take some time.
You still get the same enjoyment out of playing as you did when you first came in the league?
I do when I'm pretty healthy. This year was probably the best rookie camp I had, our training camp, because of the fact I was pain-free, I was moving well, I was feeling good. I knew I had to work on my game, on my shooting, and work on my passing because I missed all summer. I never got to play all summer. So I was really enjoying it. And I was going along fine, and all of a sudden I took a couple falls and got banged around a little bit and tried to play through some pain, and it all caught up with me. It's not fun when I'm sitting here now, but it is fun when you're out there and you're playing pain-free. It don't matter how old you are. If you love to do something and you love to work out and you love to play basketball, it really doesn't matter what your age are or how old you are.
What was your reaction when you heard that Magic Johnson had tested positive for the HIV virus?
Well, I was like everybody else. I was shocked. I was hurt. I was concerned. It's not something that I couldn't deal with for an hour and say, oh, well, that's life. We got to go on. It really took me probably 10 to 14 days to really let it sink in and get it out. And I think it helped me when I watched him on TV and watched him talk about it, because it made everybody else feel at ease. And he says, hey, I have it, and I'm going to deal with it accordingly.
Tell me about what you think about what Magic has done for the league.
Well, I think it was great for the league that he went on the West Coast and I went on the East Coast, because you get two guys on opposite coast and playing well and taking their teams to the finals year after year after year and playing against each other has got to do nothing but to raise morale of the league and get interest for the people, the viewers that's watching. And that's what we did. I think it gave the NBA an identity that they never had before. And once we got there, and the younger players come from college to professional, you get David Robinson, Michael Jordan, which hadn't hurt us at all, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone. Them guys took it from there, and they're doing an excellent job. Michael Jordan, you couldn't ask for a greater individual come in your league at the time that he did, because he took this league to another level. And he not only does a great job for us here in the United States, he does it all around the world.
With Magic Johnson, they're going to retire his jersey when the Celtics play out there. Do you feel special when you understood it to be that Magic requested that happened when you were out there?
Well, you feel honored about everything. You know, really, me and Magic came in this league, and we competed in college, and we competed throughout the league. But there's a sort of a type of friendship there. If we live next door to each other, or if we live down the block from each other, if I grew up in Lansing, I believe that we would have been best friends. We've been inseparable because we have the same values. We love basketball. He don't love it no more than I do. And, you know, I really believe that when we accomplish something, we're always thinking about the other guy. And when he retires, that'll be a sad day, but it'll be a very proud day for me because I know my time's coming too.
How much longer do you think you're going to play?
Well, Quinn, you know, me and you are probably the only ones that really talked about in depth. But it's really hard for me to say right now. But I'm going to sit down this year, and after summer's over in September, and find out where I stand.
If I knew this was going to happen, I don't think there's no way I would have came back this year, because I just can't keep doing this. But if this heals up and my doctors tell me that it's going to be all right, and I make it through this year fine and go to the Olympics and make it through that and feel good, I'll keep playing. But if I have another episode, it's time to sit down and really question whether it's worth playing or not. I'm going to miss it, and I love to play, and I want to play for 2 more years. But whether I'm able to do that or not, I don't know.
Quinn, you've personally had quite a basketball education from an interesting variety of perspectives. Undefeated team for Knight, Olympic gold medal participant, against Johnson & Jordan in the NBA, and a teammate of Bird's when he was at his peak in the mid-'80s in Boston. So your appreciation for him is from your own perspective. Tell us about it.
I'll tell you, Bob, it was so much fun to play with this guy. First of all, you get yourself involved in a game, and you would get caught looking at him as he performed, and it was strictly a performance. So from that perspective, I really enjoyed playing with him, and this guy had so much feel for the game that he passed it on to his teammates, and I do feel privileged to have played with him.
So that thing which we sometimes think of as a cliche, that the great player is not just a tremendous performer himself, but that he makes those around him better, applies here.
I think it's the epitome of that statement when you talk about Larry Bird. He absolutely makes everybody around him much better.
What do you think he does when he quits, whenever that comes?
Well, he has some business associates back in Indiana that he's going to get back and work with those people. He's done very well for himself, and money is not a driving force for Larry. I think he just needs to get himself involved in something of which he can be proud, and I'm sure he's got that in mind. We haven't really talked about that particular thing, though.
Okay, we'll continue with the second part of Quinn's visit with Larry Bird next Sunday on Showtime, preceding our telecast of the Pistons and Celtics from Boston Garden. And up next, we go back to Tom Hammond and Steve Snapper Jones in Phoenix, the second half of the Blazers and Suns, right after these messages from your local station.
This has been the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by Prudential. Come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
When Americans landed in Colombia to fight the war on drugs, they weren't going to stop until the job was done. The man who led the troops.
I want to see him burn for it.
The agent who led the scam.
It's party time.
The judge who led her country.
I will have you dragged out of here in handcuffs.
Based on the battle we won in a war that never ends. Drug Wars, NBC, tonight.
It's all been thought out. All engineered. Precisely where you want it. So where would you put a cockpit like this? In a rocket, of course. Introducing Achieva by Oldsmobile. Never has so much thought gone into this much fun. Oldsmobile, the power of intelligent engineering.
It's a fact. If you buy the tools and equipment you need to do a job, you're going to spend a lot of money. If you rent those tools and equipment from Power Rents, you're going to save a lot of money. No matter what kind of job you do, Power Rents can help. Whether you need something big for a big job or something small for a small job, Power Rents can help. You'll get stuff that works great. You'll get pronto service anytime. You'll keep things simple. So hang on to your money. Rent from Power Rents. Nobody works harder to earn your business.
Wrap up your weekend tonight on News 8 at 5.
Portland Trailblazers could tie Golden State for first place in the Pacific Division with a win today, and at halftime, they lead Phoenix by 2. Phoenix led by 8 in the first quarter, but Portland, behind 54% shooting in the second quarter, took the lead, and some surprises. Backcourt scoring has been great for Portland.
Trailblazers have a huge advantage, but the swing in both cases came off of penetration. The Kevin Johnson penetration in the first quarter got the Suns the lead. As you take a look at Terry Porter's stat and what the Trailblazers have done in the backcourt, and it was Terry Porter's penetration and bombs from the outside that got Portland on track in the second quarter.
And of course, Porter was also involved in a second chance point to give the Trailblazers the lead just before halftime with a putback.
The Trailblazers are very aggressive on the glass, and when they do that, they can get those kinds of numbers. Cotton Fitzsimmons naturally concerned about the board work.
Just a couple of moments ago, Joe Myers caught up with Suns coach Cotton Fitzsimmons.
Alongside Cotton Fitzsimmons, the head coach of the Suns, led by as many as 7 early, now down 2 at the break. What did you say to your team? What kind of adjustments?
Well, the transition game. They've hurt us 2 areas, pushing the ball up and down the court, and above all, in the paint. They have 19 points in the paint. We have 4. That means they're more aggressive on the boards than the Suns.
Too many second chances for the Trailblazers late?
Plus the fact they buried all their threes. Maybe they won't bury them second half. We'll come out and play, but it's a heck of a ball game.
Good luck. Thank you, Cotton. Tom?
All right, Joel, we'll be back to Phoenix for the second half in just a moment.
The same bold engineering that made the Mitsubishi Diamante such a successful luxury performance sedan has now taken automotive luxury in an entirely different direction, introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Montero, a luxury automobile whose luxuries include state-of-the-art four-wheel drive. The 1992 Montero by Mitsubishi. The word is getting around.
There you are, an upper respiratory wreck. And there they are, NyQuil and a look-alike.
It may not be NyQuil, but it's cheaper. The thing is, with NyQuil, you won't be able to try coughing and sneezing, and you gotta rest. You're being paranoid. This is probably made by Vicks. Here it is in teeny print. It's not made by Vicks. This may be cheaper, but I'm not taking any chances.
NyQuil, the only nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy, head fever so you can rest medicine made by Vicks. Also available in new liquid caps.
Everyone has a dream, a vision deep inside.
When I decide to follow up on an investing idea, I need a broker who's ready when I am.
We make it easier to follow your own lead.
I can call Schwab at any hour, nights or weekends, get the information I need, even place an order to trade.
Always there to give you just the help you need.
Help yourself at Schwab today.
Monday, Will's giving Uncle Phil a new do. I am not wearing a toupee. It's an all-new Fresh Prince.
I look like Little Richard, attorney at law.
NBC Monday.
The Detroit Pistons battle the Boston Celtics next Sunday on NBC.
There's a hunger inside you, and it won't go away. There's a hunger inside you, growing stronger every day.
Snickers Bar, the official snack food sponsor of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Packed with fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate, and caramel, Snickers satisfies the hunger inside you.
Lots of men have heard about minoxidil, and lots of men have heard about Rogaine. But lots of men don't know that only Rogaine has minoxidil, and only your doctor has Rogaine. For more information, call this number now.
If you're wondering whether Rogaine is for you, call this number, and we'll give you an incentive to find out. A certificate worth $10 toward a consultation visit with your doctor. Call
1-800-274-8270.
Eclipse. Noun. The motion of one heavenly body passing in front of another. An eclipse occurs only with the perfect alignment of arcs and curves and angles. Eclipse. Verb. To surpass. To cast in shadow. To leave others behind. The stunning Eclipse for 1992. From Mitsubishi, the word is getting around.
It's everything you want a beer to be.
The same bold engineering that made the Mitsubishi Diamante such a successful luxury performance sedan has now taken automotive luxury in an entirely different direction, introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Montero, a luxury automobile whose luxuries include state-of-the-art four-wheel drive. The 1992 Montero by Mitsubishi. The word is getting around.
Why is it so busy at McDonald's?
It's such a good deal right now. We have 59-cent hamburgers, 69-cent cheeseburgers.
Price is low, it tastes great. Can't beat it.
You name it, we got it. People love us. Check out the prices.
How much is a cheeseburger this week at McDonald's?
69 cents.
And next week?
69 cents.
How much does a 59-cent hamburger cost?
59 cents.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you just said it. Come on down and see us. Prices are great and the food's great. You can't beat that.
Is there more pressure being in a commercial or working at McDonald's?
Being in a commercial.
Eclipse.
Noun. The motion of one heavenly body passing in front of another. An eclipse occurs only with the perfect alignment of arcs and curves and angles. Eclipse. Verb. To surpass. To cast in shadow. To leave others behind. The stunning Eclipse for 1992. From Mitsubishi, the word is getting around.
They come together to compete. Every day, they challenge their limitations. Striving for excellence, they find what is special in sports and in themselves. Join the NBA in supporting all Olympic athletes. They're special.
This is the NBC Television Network.
It's regarded among the top 10 schools in the world for molecular biology. Ranks 7th in America in international economics. Number 3 in interior architecture. 6th in special education. And among the very best in the country for journalism, business, and music. How's that for initial impressions?
I was on the way to my next appointment when I made an unscheduled stop. Since I still needed to get some figures, I called the office. Busy signal. I try again. This time, no busy signal. I get a fax tone.
Call U.S. West and make sure you have all the phone lines you need and a separate line for your fax.
If I can't get through to my business, how are my clients supposed to?
U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
Cops say this firefighting hero was setting his own fires.
The Detroit Pistons battle the Boston Celtics next Sunday on NBC.
With its powerful 16-valve engine, double wishbone suspension system, anti-lock brakes, and a driver's side airbag. Don't just think of it as a wagon. Think of it as an Accord, with a bit more space.
Special Accord leases are now available. See your nearest Honda dealer for details.
If you're serious about whole grain, remember, Wheaties has it. These guys don't. Better get your whole grain.
You better eat your Wheaties. If you're looking for a shampoo that's tough on dandruff, nothing works better than this. Head & Shoulders Intensive Treatment, with the most effective medicine you can buy without a prescription. There's no better treatment than Head & Shoulders Intensive Treatment. We dare you to have dandruff.
Remember, buy Miller Lite before the kickoff at your local retailer and get a free Super Bowl party banner. Miller Lite and the Super Bowl. It's it, and that's that.
So, what does he have to say?
Well, he says, Unc, I'm having trouble landing my double axle. If only you could show me like you used to.
Well, the trials are tomorrow. Let's go.
When you have to do the impossible, we can help.
I'd like this to arrive tomorrow, please.
Express mail.
Thanks. Oh, boy.
Almost as good as yours.
We deliver for you.
They say you can please some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time. But you can't please all of the people all of the time. Or can you?
Special Accord leases are now available. See your nearest Honda dealer for details.
George, it's Mother. I know you're sick. Look by your bed. That's the #1 cough medicine. Take it and call me in the morning.
Thanks, Mom.
But this cold is massive. I need NyQuil. With your cough medicine, I'd still be up tonight, sneezing and aching. And Mom, I gotta rest, because tomorrow I'm eloping. Good night.
Vicks NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine. Also available in new liquid caps.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
It has a dual overhead camshaft design. 4 valves per cylinder. And a responsive double wishbone suspension. The Acura Integra. An idea that began with a Formula One race car and has been evolving ever since.
My friend Al's having a big party to watch the big game. So I'm setting him up with some KFC Super Buckets. For just $9.99 each, he's getting 15-piece buckets, jumbo buckets of 36 hot wings, and variety buckets with 3 kinds of tasty chicken. I said, how are you going to carry all these? Oh, maybe that's why I'm invited.
The KFC Super Buckets, just $9.99. Get them in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Drug Wars, a motion picture the critics give a grade A.
We survive on power or we don't survive at all.
Top-notch movie making that shouldn't be missed. As good as anything you'd pay money to see.
I want to see him burn for it.
The true story of a battle America won in the war on drugs.
We'll be waiting.
Drug Wars, tonight on NBC.
Acura would like to pose the following question. Could your heart benefit from the use of another 24 valves? The Acura Legend Coupe.
In a world of sweeping changes, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
'Tis the season for the flakes that don't melt.
I shampoo every morning. Shampoo till spring with an ordinary shampoo. Won't work like this.
Don't take a chance. Get some Head & Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
You made it through Thanksgiving. You made it through Christmas. You even made it through New Year's Eve. Just when you thought you made it through the holidays, along comes the big game. Make sure you still have some Alka-Seltzer.
With service to more cities across the Atlantic than any other U.S. airline, Delta now makes it easier than ever for the people of America to get to know the people of Europe.
Buongiorno.
Bonjour.
Sia.
Guten Tag. Grüezi.
Здравствуйте.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Hey kids, what's the difference between a jam session you'll see on Inside Stuff and a jam session you'll see on another channel? These guys can really play. These guys can't. These guys have obviously spent years practicing. These guys obviously haven't. These guys provide fun for the entire family. These guys, maybe not. Not your normal announcers, not your normal features, not your normal sports show. But then again, who wants normal? Inside Stuff, Saturdays on NBC.
In high school, Sharon Simpson used to call me Pinhead. So at the 10-year class reunion, I drive up in my new Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive.
And what did she say?
Nice car, Pinhead.
My big brother says his Eagle Talon has 195 horses under the hood.
Oh, so you're looking for the horsies.
No, I'm checking out the intercooled turbocharger.
Cold filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Jeep Cherokee Sport is the perfect vehicle for traveling America's most famous roads, like Wall Street, Pacific Coast Highway, Park Avenue, and, of course, Sunset Boulevard.
Now drive for the gold and save an additional $1,500 on new Jeep Cherokees.
In a world of constant change, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential. Rock solid.
Well, here it is, gentlemen. Top of the world. Now, I put my camera here. Your vehicle would face out over the cliffs. What do you think? Look, if you plan to claim your vehicle's as good as a Jeep, you really need this shot in your commercial. How are we going to get our vehicle up here?
Helicopter.
We'll lift it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Great. Go down and make some calls.
Same thing. It's going to be a great commercial.
You've got to want a good education. Oh, that's one thing that you really need. If you give it 100% every day, you're going to come out on top.
If you want it bad enough, and you're willing to make the sacrifices to get there, you can get there.
You can accomplish anything you want in life if you work hard and stay in school.
Few people really understand money, how to make the most of it, how to use it effectively. To most people, money isn't funny. It's serious business. If you're concerned about your money and your family's future, ask your financial representative about the investment products of Kemper Financial Services. Because you shouldn't lose sleep worrying about your investments. Kemper, a concern for your future.
Home-style cooking. Good hot spaghetti, chili, beef stew, and lots more. Brand new for your microwave. Libby's Diner. It's a great place to eat.
Tuesday at a new time, a hit and run has a young boy fighting for his life. But when the driver goes free,
there's just no justice.
It's time for revenge, Sparta style. Heat at its new time. Then, by day, the girl next door. By night, a porn queen that someone wanted dead. Law and Order. After Heat now starting at 8, 7 Central, NBC Tuesday.
For something different to do this weekend, you could find a tennis court or jump in the ocean. But here's the best idea. For the first time ever, everything at Jeffrey Michael is on sale. Up to 80% off everything this weekend at Jeffrey Michael.
Yeah, the meeting with Nakamura went great. The way he was talking, it sounds like a done deal if we can deliver the plans by the 30th. Oh, we've got to give him a yes or no answer before he leaves town. Look, I got to go. He said he called from the airport. It's in the bag.
Make sure you have all the phone lines you need, because it's not just a phone line, it's your bottom line. U.S. West, making the most of your time.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this crazy nut's my buddy Sam.
Hi.
Sam really craves peanut butter and jelly. The last time we went to Boston, he paid no attention to anything while I was eating that rave. Right, Sam?
That's true.
That big and crispy rave with real grape spread and real peanut butter. Right, Sam?
You said it.
I mean, he was eating and enjoying and really going for that rave. And in the end, he missed the exit to Boston.
That's true.
See? See? He's doing it again. I'm just glad we're not on the road. And still not one bite for me. Sam.
Rave, the great crave.
Could your kids be next in line for the big time? Monday at 7:30.